Hello, everyone. Do you ever wonder what we've learned? So, can you hear me? Am I coming through loud and clear? How do I sound? I must sound further away. Uh, can you hear this? Nya nya. Do let me know because I'm trying a whole new setup of my microphone because my microphone stand broke. And so I had to kind of slap together a reinforcement on the mic arm itself. But I'm also trying, because of the way I fixed it, usually I have the microphone a lot closer. Like, I swear to God, you guys are gonna have to tell me if I sound okay or not, or if I sound quieter overall. Because I can turn up my gain. I can't turn up my voice volume up anymore. Well, I could. I can increase the output, but yeah. Uh, so the microphone is much farther from my face. It's actually sitting. Actually, let me actually a proper streamer. This actually might help me sit in a much better position at my desk. So I'm trying a new format out, a new sitting style. Well, not a new sitting style. I'm having a new mic placement, and I think I can deal with this. It's just weird. I guess I can deal with it. All right. So what do you guys think? What do you guys do? I sound better? Hopefully, I sound better because the microphone should now catch me no matter where I'm looking and get a general sound of my voice. So I can hear myself. I think I sound I sound echoey. Do I sound echoey to you? A little bit, right? I think I do. This is why I usually prefer to have my mic a lot closer. But until I can get a replacement for this mic, I guess we will just be gritting and bearing it with this setup, which is fine. I'm just surprised it broke. The way that people construct stuff is really interesting. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Hope you're having a good week so far. Happy Tuesday. Replacement or upgrade? Time to shop. It's an upgrade. It's always an upgrade if I have to replace something because I never go back to the same brand. If a brand breaks, I'll go like one step higher if if it served me for a long time, and depending on how it broke, if it's like a functional flaw, like planned obsolescence of it, like it was going to fail at this time, then no, I'm not gonna buy something that I know is gonna break in just the same amount of time. I'm gonna look for a different kind of style, because I want something to last as long as possible. But because of this, please, uh, how do I sound? Do I sound okay? Do you hear this? You probably do. You're probably just gonna have to deal with hearing my keyboard clackings from here on. But how do I sound in general? I'm probably gonna, um, you know what? This is gonna be more reason why I need to put up my soundproofing because if I'm gonna have this new microphone set up, then I'm gonna need to deaden the sound echoing in my room, which might help a lot, but it's also probably gonna trap some heat. It's okay. I also got another curtain that's gonna help me with soundproofing my room a lot more. So I guess I have a project for this week. Also, I gotta do my taxes. ASMR stream. Wait, am I that quiet? Be for real for me. Am I that quiet? I need you to let me know. I mean, I could use my ASMR. Well, I can't use my ASMR mic. No, your voice is fine. You can definitely hear the keyboard then. Oh, okay. I mean, let me try. How about now? Oh, that's way more quiet. But can you still hear me? I have to be considerate. I'm gonna have to project my voice this entire time, which might be better because usually I get more into my streams anyway. So Ugh. We'll find out. Let me. Ugh. It's like I can't get that sweet point. I guess I can use like a. Hmm. All right. I'm gonna turn it up just a second. It's okay. If you guys can hear my keyboard clacks, you're not gonna hear it for long because today, as long as I sound good, that's what matters to me, and hopefully I do. So let's just keep tracking. So I announced something on Twitter. I think I have it here. If not, let me go ahead and just bring it up. Let me bring up my schedule. Ba, 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 ba. Ride the race, guys. Gonna dance for ya. Such a good song. Where is this? Where are you? Where? There you are. There we go. So I have a new schedule. I've updated it a little bit so that this is going to be more consistent. I've been playing around with different time and sleep schedules, and I've been working with a myriad of different artists and people for a good bit to really kind of find a balance of what I want to bring to my stream in terms of like content and variety and what I personally enjoy doing. And I love playing with friends. I've loved my time playing competitive shooters like Overwatch, which I'm still playing Overwatch. Well, we're still going to have Overwatch streams. This is not me saying I'm going to stop my Overwatch research, but on stream wise, I've stopped my Overwatch research because while it was fun to like really kind of dive into that community for a month, and really to give competitive shooters a try, it was why am I talking like that? I'm trying to project my voice louder so it makes it sound like I'm asking a question. Weird. No, I'm still playing Overwatch. I'm just gonna be playing it off stream with homies and friends. It was a really fun experiment to like try different like play styles and different ways to talk to tanks. A part of me was curious about I'm like trying to lean in closer to my mic. It's weird. I'm having to get used to this new setup. Also, I'm using my PNG model today because we are playing Icarus and it tends to be a little bit more resource heavy. But I'm still gonna be playing Overwatch with friends, and I might be entering a tournament or two with homies. So I might be streaming that. But in terms of like consistent content, I want to get a little more consistent. And one thing that I've really enjoyed all my time streaming has been Souls games and space games, like a lot. Like that's been my jam. I've always enjoyed Elden Ring, and I kind of stayed away from Elden Ring for personal reasons because I beat the game. I actually never beat the DLC, and I don't know if I'll actually go back to the OG game. Maybe I'll do that as like fun crowd control, because I beat the original game. So I already have like a account up that I was going to play on stream, which I did play on stream. So I might revisit it and play through the game again to get to the DLC and play through the DLC and let chat kind of like choose the ending I go for. Because I did originally go for the witch ending, the wife ending, the good ending, the best ending, the one where you get married to your wife and you guys bring the moon to the planet or whatever, Eternal Night or the Age of Man, whatever, I can't remember, but it's the best ending. So I thought that'd be fun to do. But in the meantime, I want to go and start playing Elden Ring Night Reign because I have a few friends that play it, and I'd love to be able to play with them sometime and be able to play with chat because it allows people to join pretty easily, from my understanding. So I would love to try to get good. Also, apparently there's an elo in this game. Wait, let me see. There's competitive. Deep of Night. Deep of Night is a game mode that modifies expeditions with several mechanics. Creating a much more challenging. Huh. What is there competitive in Elden Ring Night Rain? Let me see. I'm actually really curious. Because I've been hearing friends talk about that. To be competitive, you must prioritize. There is. Wait, there is competitive play? Oh, oh my god. Guys. Oh my god, I didn't know there was a competitive mode to this game. I love Elden Ring. Okay. I found my new game that I'm diving into. Because I love playing Elden Ring. I was never really good at PvP, but this doesn't even seem like PvP, but more like you're going up against other gamers, like to be the very best, like no one ever was. Which I am for. I am for that. If it's a boss rush mode, that's so cool. Oh my god, that's so cool. So that's gonna be my new thing, getting back into Elden Ring, but getting back to Elden Ring Night Rain. After my stint in playing Overwatch, and I'm still gonna be playing Overwatch competitive with friends off stream, because I do, and maybe we'll be bringing that to stream too when we do a tournament. Because there's a couple of silly ones that I want to be a part of. But, oh my god, now that I know that there's a competitive mode to Elden Ring Night Rain, guys, I have to become the very best in Elden Ring. I went through too much training in how to handle competitive gaming to not fully explore a genre that I have spent years playing and enjoying. And honestly, this week I was coming back to tell you guys with this this brand update. And as I'm opening a business, so I'm focusing more and more on the exact content I'm going to be producing for you guys, and to become more consistent in streaming. Because finally, with plans moving forward, I can be a little bit more consistent in my streaming. Now, while my goal is to stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting at noon. There's going to be some weeks where I might have to like take a day or one of my stream days and go do work. Or it's like a yeah. Anyway, those are gonna be days I'm gonna be personally like shooting to like be able to stream and be able to uh be there for you guys. Sometimes if it's not at noon, I will announce the day of, saying like, okay, this day I may not stream, or I'll stream like later that night. But I just wanted to be like, these days are days I stream for as long as I want to, kind of whenever I want to, starting around noon EST. And it's going to be consistent content that you guys are coming in and you're expecting me to either be playing Icarus or Elden Ring Night Rain, because those are the games, or Elden Ring, because those are games in the genres I've always enjoyed the most. And also, Outlast Trials. I forgot about it. Outlast Trials is also another game I'll be playing. So it's going to be... I've been really refining my content, which I need to write this down. Hold on. Hold on, I need to check one more thing. You guys are getting a lot of click-clacking. Also, Icarus has dinosaurs that you can tame and ride. And I really love this game. This is a game I've been playing on stream since I like started. And Elden Ring was another game I've always been playing on stream. So it's kind of just going back to my roots after exploring a lot of like possible content avenues that I wanted to do. This is really what I'm wanting to do. And for my fans who have Love and Deep Space and stuff like that, I will still be doing Love and Deep Space in my own time again. As soon as I repair my iPad, I hope to bring like that content back in some way. But for now, this is gonna be like my main thing. And then what else did I say? Okay. And so my official content rotation is going to be Icarus, Elden Ring, Night Ring, Horus and Science, which involves two other games I really love, which is the Outlast Trials and Voices of the Void. And then sometimes I'll play Overwatch and DBD on here, you know, collabing with friends and stuff, because those are games that I have a lot of friends who play those games with. So yeah, that's what I've been working on for the past few years. And as I'm doing this business launch, I'm redefining and really kind of like uh, giving true content reeling to my brand, you know? So yeah, this is also going to be like my set stream schedule moving forward. So hopefully these are days that when you think of me, you go like, oh yeah. Or when you think of these days, you think, oh yeah, Kris stream. So yeah, see how that goes moving forward. So I look forward to that. That'll also be a lot more easy for me to manage too and plan because I've had friends tease me about this, but I have I've been wildly inconsistent with my timing, but it's been honest to God. I know I've been honest about like health and stuff like that, and like trying to figure stuff out. And I've been wanting you all to see like the messiness of my schedule, like, because I know a lot of people out there suffer from the fact that it is very hard to be witnessed and to seek help and to just be in a world that is constantly demanding you to perform, constantly demanding you to be all that you can be, even when you're told at the same time that you can ask for rest. One of the biggest things I've always believed in is being authentic in the fact that I struggled in a lot of things. And scheduling is one of them that if I do not have a schedule, it's usually because there are other areas in my life that are out of sync. I love schedules and I love a pattern. Not in degree of like some people, but you know, routine. I do love having a routine. And for the past like several years, because of health and because of having to like have unfortunate personal things happen, I have been unable to keep a routine or a schedule as I've been having to relearn myself biologically on a health level and also moving and also career wise, coming to terms that my time as a scientist is truly over in a way that I thought I would continue it. But the ways that I enjoy science can now be utilized in other ways, which I hope to share with you all. And the opening this business really takes so many of my experiences, like my time as a barista and a bartender, and my long time as working in entertainment management, logistics, even my time in like IT and as a scientist is all coming together in this business. I'm super excited. which is fun too. That this song is coming up, "Wonderland" by Churches. Uh, I also, after vetting many artists, hopefully I have found an artist that is truly going to be working with me on a big project that I will hopefully will get to launch in the next couple of months. All things considered, I'm going to be doing a lot of writing. But we finally get to dive into the real lore of Kris Nekomata, doing something I've always wanted to do ever since I was 18. I'm finally in a place where I can start revealing my true goals and what I wanted to do. Because up until this point, I've had nothing to show, and I've always lived and died by the ideology that if you're not adding to people's lives, it's okay for you to exist, and it's okay for you to take up space, but don't expect to be gaining a lot. And in that way, too, a lot of people worry about transactional relationships and transactional, feelings in a world that's kind of based off capitalism, but I said the same thing when someone told me that. And they pointed out to me that, like, all the way back to, like, cavemen, where men traded their strength for comfort from, like, ladies who, like, gathered food and cooked. And, like, this is bare bones basic. There's a lot more nuance to the both, like, the dynamics of men versus women on a biological level. But they're at the base of it, gender aside, it was finding other people having strength and abilities and talents and quirks and specializations that you yourself do not. And instead of seeing that as competition, you see that as a boon and a way, a thing that you want to invest into and promote and help someone grow. Because they inherently just bring value to your life. Like how bees bring value to a field of flowers. And I think a lot of people, when it comes to conversations like money, especially in like the world of art, where art is very, it's like I don't know how we got in this conversation. ADHD at its finest, but art at its core and content creation at its core, it's a very personal thing, a very personal medium. Oh, I'm fiddling with something. A very personal medium in the way that you gotta give parts of yourself in order to connect with others and to that's the product, it's yourself. And when we talk about parallel socialism, and this is something I was having a conversation with multiple friends over the weekend, but I think we do ourselves a disservice in VTubing, where we don't recognize that there is a very human element to this medium, and that is why companies like HoloLive are slowly moving away from this completely untouchable idol to something that's more relatable, and why VTubing as a whole is becoming more relatable, and because people are having to adjust how they view things, which is like any medium. But I always worry that in these adjustments, like, people always forget that people got to eat, and they're making art for money, they're making content for money, and that a lot of people they get into a situation where I think a lot of people take their self-worth in their content that they make, and they put too much of themselves into their projects that they're putting forth to people, and they're not ready to be seen on that intimate level, and then they get offended when it's not accepted, or at worst just ignored by society. And I've been watching people on Twitter and watching streamers come and go and grow and consider so many different ways of life and how they consider content creation, and at the very core of it, it's just people that are wanting to be seen and wanting to be accepted, have their own safe spaces in their own ways. And I've been constantly like asked about, like, Kris, well, what do you do? Like, what is your content about? And I constantly tell them how I'm a two-tail catboy here to bring a little extra love, luck, and joy to your everyday life, and that I'm a variety streamer. And I am not a liar, and I don't like hiding things from people, but I don't like to sell people a lie. So this is really the first time that me, for myself, I'm actually letting people on a content creation level, or you guys as my audience, really get to see what I truly enjoy to do in content, what really motivates me when it comes to streaming. Because for me, as I was watching other people rocket their way to their brands and rocket their way to saying like I'm always this kind of streamer or I'm this kind of character, I felt like for me personally, in where I was in my health journey and in it's all coming to a path exactly, Zephyr. Where I was in my health journey and my personal journey, there was just not a for the audience, there was not a how do I say this without being mean to some people? When you keep yourself in a place of potential, okay, now I'm getting too scientific. We're talking about potential and potential and kinetic energy. But let's go that route. Potential and kinetic energy. Potential energy is energy that can potentially do something. Kinetic energy is something that can uh, really kinetic energy is the energy like in motion, in action. It cannot be reversed. It can only be redirected or resolved, right? And I feel like, ooh, I love this song. It's actually perfect. But ADHD stream of consciousness is all related, I swear. No, it's all related. Uh, and the same content I was kind of really keeping myself. It's really like in this overly like potential state. And I do a lot of research, and I've been trying to explain that on stream in some ways, and just how I really like studying, like Overwatch, and how I like observing people, and how I like watching streamers and chats and folks deal with different situations. And let me know if the music's too loud, by the way. I'm vibing personally, but the audio levels that I hear are not the audios that you hear, just so you all know. Um, and one thing I never wanted to do when it came to streaming was to bring an inauthentic version of myself in a way that people couldn't relate to. And there's something I was realizing lately that by doing that, people who are very much moving in a surefire direction of where they want to go barely can see the shining like sparkles of potential like on the side of the road unless it's fitting exactly what they're looking for, and that what they're looking for requires a little bit more definition besides being shiny. But there was a lot of people that I was meeting that seemed to be operating from a place of not lack, at least not a true sense of lack, but from an idea of that. Hmm. And being open and willing to learn about other people's desires and their content creation and the way that they operate, it really does leave you pliable and not at the mercy, but at the influence of getting to see people kind of where they are at their most raw. And it is a fascinating space to be in. And in opening my business over the past couple of months, I've gotten to experience so many different scenarios and conversations and people uh, in different places of content creation and creativity and just reality of where they are personally in life. And it really gave me just this clearer view of what VTubing really is, at least to me. And I feel like it's a good time while I'm in this ADHD fruit state. Well, the FUGUE state? Anyway, flow state. Let's go with that instead. In this flow state of like explaining to you guys about what and where I'm going with my content, because I've been excited about this like for days. I've been working on this in the background and chatting with some other homies about it. But in more defining my content and what I want and working with artists and working with people and creating from way back in when I was first starting off as a little small cat to now, where I'm actually coming to you guys with like this set schedule of like what I want to do content wise. It's been a real like, I don't like the song. It's been a real joy to remove from the playlist. Thank you, and skip. There we go. It's been a real joy to actually be able to be raw and real with all of you and with so many people. And I was looking over a lot of clips over the past few days, and I'm actually working on a video that brings up a stream that I actually got to do like a year or two back that I really didn't get to promote much. That I was actually planning on getting edited by someone else, but never got to follow through on it just because they got really busy. And I'm sorry that you keep me hearing with me fiddling with stuff in the background, but that's also why I keep the mic really quiet, because I'm always fiddling with stuff. True ADHD. But I'm finally in the place where I kind of want to show more about like what really matters to me, beyond just the broad topics of like science and biology and anything that I'm applying my own logic to in a like reactive sense of variety. I want to actually let you guys see more what matters to me and define my boundaries and of, which is weird to say, boundaries, but more define like what matters to me and what doesn't. And be a place where people can go like, yeah, we expect Elden Ring content or Icarus content or science content, like deep content or deep conversations like what we're having now. Before or now, I haven't really been able to give you guys that side of me because it just wasn't really ready to present. Beyond just, what I wanted to share, in health and personal life, I was having to like rediscover through all this experimentation over the past few years, what really mattered to me, like what games I actually enjoy, what content I really enjoyed. And before, I don't know about you all, but I am the kind of person that really does like getting to try everything before landing on a decision. I love taking my time and deciding what to do. And that is a big reason why I didn't do well in school, is because school and the way that we raise people, and I think a lot of people with ADHD and autism like struggle with this, which I'm not autistic. The way the world is now, it so demands young people to specialize and choose a life path for themselves, which, as we have discovered, does nothing but line the pockets of banks and shareholders who want to just extort the creativity and genius of young people and say like, but that's just business. And having worked on all sides of business and science and content creation now, I finally see the way forward that I want to take as an individual that applies all my experience and in the same way like blaze a trail that lets people have a better life in general. Because when I was 16, talking about like always wanting to add something to someone's life, I was once wanting to go to Africa with a group that was like connected to Doctors Without Borders, and basically it was like the general, we were gonna build a well somewhere. Also, hello Chimkin, hello, how you doing Chimkin? But I remember when I said I wanted to go, and my great uncle was like, "Why are you gonna go? Do you know how to build a well? Do you know anything about farming?" And before I could say like, "Well, I grew up around farms," so it's like, "No, you don't. Like, you have a general knowledge about a lot of things, but you don't have that specific knowledge. And if you're gonna go there, you're gonna learn how to farm just so that other people can take care of you, and then you get to leave feeling like you did something better for someone. Well, friend, that is not gonna be something I endorse. If you're going to do something for other people, even in the name of charity, you're going to do it in a way that actually truly adds to them. And not in the way of like, oh, I didn't save them. They saved me. Like the people who came from like mission trips or stuff from Africa or whatever. And it made me realize like, yeah, why are people just going and doing charity and saying things like, oh, they saved me or they gave me this and I learned this? Is like, that's not the point. Why are we operating from this place of... that's the place of lack I'm talking about. Like, people are bringing and selling stuff that people don't need, in a way, and calling it good, instead of actually doing the research of how can we best help people. And so in building my own business and having been on sides of profit and not profit and what is charity and what is not charity, watching a charity like, as an example, like Iron Mouse, watching that beautiful girl woman, go through all that trouble to raise so much money for immunology just to watch some dude with a brand squander it all. Like, thank goodness they were able to get the money back, but we still know that that stuff is not over. It's not. Not by a long shot. And we're still watching the fallout of it happen. Oh, hello. Hello. How are you doing? Guys, hold on. I'm being interrupted by a cat girl, Celine. Hello, how you doing? If you all love cats and cat streamers and cat girls, please give a follow to this beautiful Maine Coon cat, Celine. Which always wanted to ask you, like, why is your name different? I always feel like I should have asked earlier, but I love your emotes and I love her content. She plays a lot of Resident Evil and a lot of really fun, interesting games like Repo with friends. And she's a delight to listen to. So please go give her a follow. Please. You're just in time because I'm announcing a lot of content I'm doing. New changes I'm bringing to my content. So you join at the greatest time. But oh my goodness, ADHD, don't pull me too far away to what I was saying. I knew I should have written this down. But I'm so happy to see you. Darn, what was I saying? Yes, giving back. I noticed that when I have been trying to work with people and how I've been trying to invest in the VTuber community, there's a lot of moments where people, for lack of a better term, took advantage of me, but in a way that they were truly projecting their own hurt in the ways that they need to be healed, in ways that they wanted to grow, onto me, trying to, in the end, sadly, try to restrict. I was gonna say groom, but I don't want to introduce like that thought process. But they wouldn't feed into the actual passions I had, and they didn't care enough to ask. Or when I did share it, they didn't do anything with them, with what I offered. And every time I always noticed about how I would invest into their content and their work and what they cared about, and yet they would never take the time to want to invest in anything I did. And when I did bring it up as opportunities to some of these people, they just scoffed it off and they inserted what their own desires were, saying that like, oh, they had always a reason, like it was either better for content, better for their brand personally, but there was no consideration for me. And some of these people are people that could be like some of the sweetest beings ever, tell you that they care about what you want, but really what they're saying are like they want people to do that for them. They support this creative safe space that they're creating for themselves, that you can serve them, not their audience. And I'm not naming names because this is an experience that spans years, that goes beyond content creation itself. This is just me actually putting myself into the mix now on a more personal level. Like, this is my experience and why I've been sitting on my own potential for so long. But one of the biggest things I've seen from streamers that quote unquote don't make it or struggle are is that they don't value the fact that what they're giving the people is a part of themselves, and what they're receiving is a part of their audience's actual beating hearts, their feelings, their emotions, their passions. And it's that failure to recognize that people have those needs and those individualities and the things that they love that really stands out to me when I'm meeting content creators and talking to creatives and artists, because there have been times that I've requested art from artists and I gave something and it was just completely their view of me. And their view included hair in places that didn't exist, tails weren't drawn right. I mean, general complaints. And I'm not going to name any pieces because all the pieces I've shown have been amazing and perfect. So you're not going to find any evidence of me complaining about anyone. I'm not that kind of person or creator. And I've worked in content creation outside of YouTubing for super, super long. And I've commissioned a lot of things and had a lot of funny results. But I only bring up the mistakes now in such a broad way to point out that I never complain about it or post about it or like cause stink or drama. Because again, just like me trying to build up my own potential, these are people also trying to figure out what's working for them. And I feel like in content creation, people need the grace and the space to mess up on that level, to not meet your expectations. Especially in places like VGen, where there is potential where people can truly grade each other on a 5-star system. There's still a societal expectation on a commissioner's side to give everyone a 5-star rating, lest you be blacklisted from a potential quote unquote blacklist that exists. And I'm sure there is an official one that people use, but a blacklist is just another word for people that others just don't want to work with in a society, and it's silly. They also call this list, what's that book, Mean Girls? Movie Mean Girls? Those are Mean Girls clubs. You can call them blacklist, you can call them Mean Girls club. At the end of the day, it's just people that other people don't like. But in business, I don't want to, dismiss that there is an actual, blacklist or whatever, and an official blacklist account for VTubers. Heaven forbid I end up on that. Knock on wood. But good. I'm excited for you. But yes, go on here. Don't let me distract you. Sorry, I have the worst ADHD ever. I know that last night you were actually introducing. I don't want to talk about your business, but I know that you had your own journey in ADHD diagnosis. My own personal journey. This is actually great timing. My own personal journey, and another reason why I'm only just now really getting to talk to you all and spend time with you all and set a real path forward of where I want to go in my content is because ADHD comes with a lot of problems like executive dysfunction and a hormonal correction. Along on top that, I've been telling everyone that I was recovering from years ago being diagnosed with hypothyroidism that only came around from the intense amount of stress from the living situation I was under with my ex at the time, the abusive situation that was, for full clarity, triggered that genetic dysfunction in me. Because that, genetically speaking, high levels of stress can cause the body to genetically activate diseases like hypothyroidism in a bid to protect someone. And in trying to protect someone, it just makes the brain go haywire. The mind really does have a lot more control over the body than we give it credence for. And as a scientist, I want to bring that to light in my own experiences. So that really, this whole journey online has been this raw form as we laughed at me sometimes like sleeping or falling asleep on stream or sounding a little loopy on stream because of medications I was on, or God, I still can't believe I fell asleep on stream during Persona that one time. That's still hilarious. Or other times, it was me really wanting to document and show the world, like, this is what it looks like when someone is trying to be, but also openly struggling with health issues because it looks invisible. And a lot of times people can go like, haha, that's funny, Catboy's late to stream, and not consider the fact that, like, maybe he was going to a doctor's office, or maybe a last minute thing came up, or maybe people were pressuring him, or maybe he was dealing with other aspects of health that was still new to him and he can't talk about. But there's a lot of people that deal with issues like that, which I'm not putting anyone here on blast for that. Or if there's any friends who go like, "Oh my God, I hope I wish I could do more for you." Don't feel like that. I am very cat in that I do not show that I'm sick, and I do not like people to know that I need help. I ask people for help where I need it, but I don't like showing that I struggle. And I think a lot of people don't. And there's a societal expectation for that. And sadly, because of that, it makes people seem very inconsistent and lacking of motivation and reliability, which in itself is also at its core true. I personally felt like shame for myself in being inconsistent on streaming, being inconsistent on content, being inconsistent on a schedule, and growing up in especially a family environment, which for some reason, whenever I gave explanation or explained underlying reasons why a mistake or something occurred, all I would hear is stop giving excuses, which really is just a way to dismiss someone, trying to repair or fix something, and it's just lazy. And God, nothing makes me more mad when I'm trying to resolve something with someone and you go like, stop giving me excuses. And it's just like, bringing up like a personal side of there. But I bring that up and say that like, I spend a lot of time making space for a lot of other people and not taking up space. But I also know that when you do take up space, taking words from my great uncle, taking up space doesn't just mean going out and like doing good for others. It's existing in the world around you unapologetically with your boundaries out and open. And if you're not able to own that and protect that, then why present that to the world? And that's why I've been Kris Nekomata for a while at this level. I've been showing you guys in, my evolution through my health, and why we started off as like a small little catboy with two tails, just goofing around and trying to get things off, to now this full-fledged character that is hinting at the fact that he has a 3D model debut coming out and is opening a business, because health is a rockety... sorry, I got distracted by seeing someone outside my house, and it freaked me out. But I really wanted people to see that no matter how long it takes, and no matter how it looks like, and no matter what you got to do, and no matter what the world can say about you or try to paint you as, at the end of the day, you can still just turn on the stream and go like, okay, I'm doing this now, unapologetically, and own it and move forward. Even if that's what, I think I'm on year 4. I was thinking about this last night as I was like coming to these conclusions. I've been at this for 4 years. Which is funny, because as I was graduating my master's degree and considering going in for a doctorate, it's like, man, what am I going to do for 4 years? Who knew that my next 4 years of concentration studies would be on content creation in terms of VTubing? But even though I was an out-of-work scientist, that didn't mean I had any privilege to stop researching. And it's not my fault that I had nothing else to research but VTubers and content creation, so here we are. And honestly, I'm really excited to share the results of everything I've been researching and studying in terms of content and strategies and ways that people approach things. So honestly, as we're moving into my birthday month, I'm moving forward with a lot of projects. One of them being a business that will be producing all sorts of media with a couple of homies that I'll be working with in an artistic sense. Sadly, one thing I always wanted to do was draw my own art, but sadly, I was told to be a scientist instead, and I was told to throw away all my comics, which is so sad, because I had like all the collection of Garfield, my favorite comic book, and like a ton of manga like Bleach, which I'm now like determined to rebuy everything and have a library again of manga, which I miss, and comics because I love comics. So to give a hint, what I'll be working on, and so hopefully that'll be something I get to really announce and share soon. But today, now that I've got through announcing that, and thank you all so much for hanging out with me while I do it, and thank you so much for the lurk, Chimkin. Oh God, family system. Sorry if I felt like I was ignoring you all. Sometimes I feel like if in order for me to yap, I gotta like not stare at chat because I just love answering you people. It's like, oh, I'm sorry that things have been rough. And no, don't worry, Chimkin. There's no apologies necessary. That's why I was trying to be really careful in what I was saying. Is that, especially because I know, like, I have friends who silently watch or even go back later to watch my VODs. This is not directed. Anything I said negative towards anyone is not like a soft shout out or go like, oh, is he talking about me? I'm recognizing the human condition. And if you hear but if you hear something that you feel like, oh, that feels relatable to something bad that may have happened between Kris and I, please feel free to come to me and ask about it. I am more than happy to clear up anything or to clarify problems or, say like, no, I'm not talking about you. But, there's this one point that maybe I felt this way. And it opens up a dialogue. Because if you feel bad about something, then maybe you did something. I don't know. In my experience, I've always gone to people who've had like streams like this and been like, hey, you know what? When you brought that up, it reminded me of when I did this. I want you to know that you're important to me. And it really mattered that you shared that. Yampasu, Pico, hello. Sweat, why are you sweating? Don't get to use that emoji very often. Oh my god. Speaking of beautiful cat girls, can you all go give a follow to Pico Yin? She's an amazing singer and lovely Nekomata lady herself. I've been really enjoying her streams lately. She's actually investing a lot more into, I believe you're now insisting on doing a karaoke portion in your streams moving forward. I was slightly inspired by her and a few other of my friends who are also locking in their brands and their content to more specific ideals. And I've been helping my business partner in refining their content. And I realized I've not done the same for myself, which is why I am now doing this definition of what kind of content I'll be doing moving forward. So, Pico, you're just in time. Hi. Also, Zephyr, do you know Pico? That'd be amazing. And thank you so much for saying hi. I hope you're having a good day, Pico. It's so good to see you. You're just in time for me to watch my favorite game. We're transitioning from me talking about all the content I plan on doing as a standard moving forward, which, you know what? As a summary, because we talked about a lot of things, my official content moving forward will be centered around the games that I've come to really enjoy streaming to all of you over these past 4 years. And that's going to be Icarus, with their release of Dangerous Horizons, which we have up now, and I get to finally share with you all the world I've been building and what matters to me, which is not just me spending hours reading menus and figuring out how to make certain portions of my base automatic so that I can just spend more time building things with you all. But with that, we're also going to be doing Elden Ring Night Rain and getting into the competitive side of that and the whole game in general, because I've loved Souls games all my life. And I hope to find some friends who also play Elden Ring Night Rain to actually get into a group with me and play with me pretty consistently. I have a few friends that like to play, so I'm going to ask them. But if anyone hears this and wants to ask, feel free to reach out. I'm always willing to play with friends. And then I still love horror and science content in general. So while Icarus is at its core the science biology game for me, it literally checks off all the boxes of science that I love. Honestly, this is what I love about science, and a biologist is going out and actually exploring on this level that you do in this game. I was made for field work. I was made to travel and explore. But Horror Science Content 2 will be doing Voices of the Void and Outlast Trials as special treat streams, because Honestly, Outlast Trials itself is really, really scary. And not a lot of people like to watch that game because it is very psychologically horrifying, and there is a good bit of gore in it, which they've recently added nudity filters and ways to like control the gore. But I know in general it's not something that people like to watch anyway, so I'll just keep those to like special treat streams, and then sometimes we'll play DVD and Overwatch because I still have a ton of friends who love those games, and I want to play with them too. So I saw Pico in another stream last holiday season, and there was a lot of redeem throwing, and I was scared. Oh God, Zephyr, please, please, please go check her out again, as she, I believe she's coming back to streaming after a tiny little break. So, I mean, holiday season streams, everyone's throwing stuff at their favorite streamers. I mean, come on, if you're not spoiling your streamer, are you really celebrating them for the holiday season? All right, with that all being said, let's go ahead and jump into the game. All right, as always, please let me know if the game volume is too loud or too soft. Oh, wait, do I have money? Wait, can I buy things? What can I buy now? You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna buy anything for my base at this point. There's nothing here that I want anyway down on the planet. Okay, I kind of want that, but not here. That's gonna be for my next mission. Oh my God, what the? Wait, I have to buy this, and then I can buy the shotgun. Capitalism. Also, please let me know if you guys don't like the music I'm playing, by the way. I've been playing with this playlist for a while, and I gave it a recent overhaul. So, it has a lot more music that I like in it. I worked from a baseline music that Nyanyami Kami gave me to work from. That had a lot of nightcore in it for some reason. But it's funny, so I ran with it for a while. Oh, and as always, please let me know if I sound weird. Again, I had to change my microphone. Kris, if someone was captured by the enemy and then lost hope of rescue after years and years of torment, would it be right for them to, as skin and bones, make a deal with a demon to have the power to destroy his captors and pillage towns for the demon per signed contract, including his own town where his friends and family are? If I was the sole judge of that situation, I feel like I would need a lot more context for how that person ended up, getting in that situation, why they were captured by the enemy in the first place, why that person was the enemy in the first place, and kind of like what their lives were before then. Because why would a demon be so interested in their life and want to make a deal with them? I mean, come on. Like, what kind of powers is this demon giving a skin and bones person that will then be able to turn around and destroy towns? Why choose a person with skin and bones? What kind of life was that person going to that they can end up in this situation, fall from such high graces, to be able to then be empowered enough to be able to go out and pillage towns and like cities? Because, you know, like, if we're talking about like modern day demons, like on a supernatural level, like actual show supernatural, I mean, look, like even in that show, like they were just going around blasting people and like breaking necks. They were like getting deep into the society. So I'm just saying that, like, probably no. I don't think that's good. Also, if a demon is showing up, I would go like, oh, that means an angel is probably around here somewhere. I mean, come on. I mean, really, are they gonna let a demon outshine an angel? Like, we're living off like thousands of years of stories about angels are supposed to come out and like save you. So like if a demon's coming along and tempting you, like I think that says a lot more about, I mean, well, honestly, speaking from a objectively good versus bad standpoint, if you have the potential for bad in the way that a demon's coming to get you, it's because you have the potential of a much better outcome. And honestly, in a philosophical regard, and just my own personal logic, word salad aside, no, don't take the demon's choice. Wait for an angel to show up because, I mean, come on. If a demon thinks you're good enough to save, then like I would hope there is a god or a source of good out there that would hopefully want you on their side instead. It'd be very weird for them not to be there. I don't know. It's just, it doesn't make sense. Of course, there's a lot of dummies out there. So I mean, honestly, I have to come to the fact that not a lot of people read stories like I do, or have that level of cognition. I've recently learned, sorry, I have to pause the game. I just learned on the psychological level, I've read so many studies. On a psychological level, did you know that underneath a certain level of IQ, people are not able to register or make hypothetical concepts of other people's feelings? As in, did you not think about how that person would feel if you stabbed them in the heart? And their response is, well, I knew I might go to jail. No! Did you not consider that you stabbed them in the heart could kill them or hurt them? Like, these are the hypotheticals. And it's just like, no, you didn't think of the hypothetical of, like, their pain. You only thought about the consequence, and that is very, very horrifying. Anyway, the study was insanely interesting. People are fascinating and horrifying. Also, this is why I don't, like, get into horror games like Cthulhu and stuff, because there's scarier things out there, folks, and it's science. Thank you for the hydrate. I just hydrated. And thank you for the stretch. I will stretch. Hello, Eddie. How you doing, buddy? Let me give you a shout out real fast. I hope you're having a good day. I'm going to spell your name right this time. Trust. I'm going to do it. I don't know if I like this song. No. Don't shout me out, Eddie. It's not allowed. That's not how you spell Eddie, either. That's how you spell Eddie. Everyone, please go follow the Ed boy. He's an eepy, sleepy guy. But super cool, and one of my best homies. That I hope that I convinced to play Overwatch with me more. Which I know is not what our friend Maven wants, but you know what? I'm allowed to live. Oh my god, game, don't lag. Hold on. Let me adjust the settings. I might have adjusted the game to be a little bit higher. I tested this. Display, medium. Ah, wait, I know what's going on. Let me close. There we go, we get rid of that. And then we get rid of this. Yes. Stream is going good. How do I sound, by the way? Now that we've been going for like a little over an hour and I just talked at you all and we're getting into the game, how do I sound? Do I sound okay? Do I sound pretty? Am I pretty? You know, you should tell guys that they're pretty every once in a while. We do appreciate it. Let's disable shadows for stream. There we go. There we are. Much better. Ooh. You can do it, game. Alright, we're doing it. Funnily enough, this is very stable. Also, welcome to my base. Welcome to Icarus, my little lake waterfall home. I have a lot of endgame level stuff, and yes, I did put the American and Swedish flag down. I hope to entice my friend Dinah to play with me. And other people. Here's my pony. His name's Nugget. And this is another horse that I stole. Are you okay? Are you like... Oh, your team progress is almost done. I should get you food. This is where they live. I didn't mean to steal a horse. The horses here are very violent. Okay? I had two different family... Like, two different sets of horse families. Which are, for some reason, half horse, half pig. Attack me, and they left their little babies behind, and I'm like, I can't... Oh, God. Your name is Cornelius? Okay, you're mine now. What's your name? Guys, what should we name this pony? It's a girl. What should we name her? First one that gives me a name, that's what we're naming her. Eddie, would you like to be called pretty from time to time, too? Eddie, would you like to be called Pretty? We can call her Pretty. Let's do that. Let's just call her Pretty. Are we ingredients? Should we call her Pretty? I think that's a good name for a horse / pig creature. I'm gonna go with that. Pretty Girl, the horse boar. Wait, can I change her name? I can change her name. Pretty Girl. I like that one better. There we go. Pretty Girl. Hi, Pretty Girl. Here we go. Let me give you a pet, Pretty Girl. I forgot they added hearts. Aw. Pretty Girl likes that. There you go, Pretty Girl. Nice. Now you guys can make babies, which is surprisingly something I was planning on doing later. All right, what's your... Whoa. Oh, you're also bold. That's not bad. That's really actually kind of lucky. Sorry, you guys can see it behind me. This is what I love about the game. Let me move myself a little bit. Where am I? So, they recently introduced this to the game with their recent update. Horse and animal husbandry and genetics. So you get a whole spreadsheet, basically. Actually, I can move them back over here. You get a whole spreadsheet of health regeneration and all the stats of like how the horse handles like their day to day, and this goes true with any of the animals. You get a whole skill tree RPG level of getting to like specialize your horse. So this one, Nugget is specialized into inventory slots and into carrying capacity, and that's probably where I might make Pretty Girl the same way too, to further increase like their resilience and their ability to carry like in their offspring. That might be better actually. So we might do that with Pretty Girl. But God, her stats are really good. Let's see. She doesn't have a lot of melee damage, which is fine. I would not want my horses to be able to fight. I want them to be able to run. I want to be able to take care of themselves, but it does suck that their weight capacity is a little bit lower. But let's see what the other stats hold. Let me move myself again so you guys can see like the wheel I'm looking at. The genetics wheel over here. So they come with a bloodline that you can see, and there's different variances of bloodline. They all start off as wild, but as you tame them and you actually raise some more, you're supposed to get a different bloodline. So I guess they start off with bold, which means they run faster, or they have more stamina, which is good. They just have a little bit less physical resistance, which is fine. There's ways you can compensate for that. And then they have physique, they have reflex, so they have a little bit less movement speed. They're a little bit less capable of carrying. But they have more stamina, more health. They have decent instincts, and they have more cargo slots, which is pretty nice. That's good. I believe Nugget has the same spread. And then adaptation's really good. And then decent toughness, which helps compensate for the fact that they have the bold bloodline, which takes away physical resistance. So the toughness kind of negates that, which is good. Well, I'd rather them to be a little bit more specialized in something, or it is nice that they kind of cancel out their own weakness. There's stat freaks are probably more who probably care more about that than I do, but I think that's cool. I'm just glad Pretty Girl has a better balance than anything, I guess. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. So you're gonna stay, or yeah, you'll stay here. Or actually you'll wander, and you'll be defensive. They won't wander far. And let me give you you need a saddle. Oh, hello? Can I? If I can make food, that'd be really good. What's silage? Oh, it's just general food. Okay, that's good. Okay, let me just make a whole bunch of this for them. Kind of sucks. It's not what I want for them, but will that work? It does work. Okay, that works. Thank God. Thank God. That's good. I needed something for the base to keep them alive. And healthy. So we'll start with this. To give them like a let's start. Oh, look at them. They're sleeping. Cuties. Also, I love Nugget. He is so strong. He's so cool. He's been on many adventures with me in the past couple of days. Now, Pretty Girl needs a saddle. I don't want to give her a basic riding one. I'd like to give her... Which one do you have? An Arctic one. I guess you are better for... You are better at cold resistance. Wait, are you? Hold on. Oh, you naturally have weak resistance. Okay. Okay. You know what? Keeping you for the forest and probably doing like a bulk of like moving to like get base set up would probably be the best for you, buddy. So like initial base setup and exploration, you might be okay at, but I need to gear you up for it. Meanwhile, Pretty Girl would probably be better use for general exploring. So that's good to have. It's always good to have a variety of mounts anyway. Also, I'm getting more silage. I want them to eat. I want them to be fed. I want them to be full. Also, it gives me a chance to like clean up the area around my base too, because I don't need things catching fire. I don't like the song either. Okay. There we go. Fire doesn't really damage stone, but still. Ah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to put this down. That's what I was doing last night, but then I got really sleepy and realized I'm going to be streaming this tomorrow, so why am I stressing myself out? I'm making a... I'm expanding my base so that I have a greenhouse for general food and stuff here. I'm going to be making a actual farm at another location. Not here. But I want a more specialized farm here for general food and catering. Also, to experiment with growing a farm first before I do a more high-end farm. And because the other farm is going to be built in a location that is more generally protected from predators and storms and fire in general, I can make it much more, what's a term? I can make it a little less, what do I want to say? I'm going to move myself back to you. Bloop. Oh, and thank you so much, Seal. Is it Seal, Celine? I'm so sorry. I'm realizing that vocally I've never said your name out loud. Please correct me, though, so I don't embarrass myself by calling you the wrong thing. And thank you so much for paying the shiny tax. And I'm sorry about that head pad. I need to get my head pad changed on here, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. Let me go ahead and refund that head pad for you. That way it's not stealing points from you. I'll hydrate though. Thank you. Got it. Just like Celine. Got it. Thank you. Nice. So, this is the outside of my base. The game's already lagging just a tiny bit, which is fine. It's actually doing really well compared to like all the other times I've tried to stream it. So this is going actually really, really well. And I'm also dual streaming. Well, I say dual streaming, but I'm thank you for the stretch. But I'm actually streaming to YouTube and X. I think I might keep this wall here and have it separated. That way I can keep the ceiling low for the sunroom. Have a good lurk. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you stream later, I hope to see you. Alright. How are we doing in here? IRL, bees freak me out. Bees. I'm gonna do like 52 of you, and then the rest of you. Wait, no, stop. Clear queue. Okay. Max is 52. Oh, max was 52. So that would be 26. Yes, 26. And then 26 of these. Perfect. Then we'll go make more silage for our ponies, because they are hungry a lot. So letting them have like constant food is going to be very important. Alright, and you need... I'm gonna give you a desert riding saddle. And that way you're just ready to go. So I need rope and leather. Rope and leather. Good thing I always have those on hand. That made me sound weird, I'm sorry. Oh, am I out of leather? Do I have to go commit crime? Oh no. I have to have leather somewhere. Okay, there's some leather. Do I have it somewhere else though? I have to have a backup of leather somewhere. No, you need the leather. God, I wish I had a little bit more space on this inventory. Oh wait, hold on. Yes, need more of those. Always. Ah, my solar power panel can be created. Ooh. I wonder if it's the same... I could only make one of those. Okay, we're gonna do a lot more work. Oh, I also leveled up. Let's go. I need to unlock things anyway. Nope. Lithium. Wait. Oh, heck yeah. Wait, what? Drill, baby, drill. Oh my god. Oh, that's amazing. That's right. Advanced Orbital Exchange Interface would be actually kind of awesome. It'd be nice to be able to have a space that reliably have the pods land somewhere every time. When placed, new dropships will land in this location. You can call your dropship to this location if not occupied. Requires electricity use. Heck yeah. Why not? And then... Okay, what do you need for plastics? Oil. Polymerizer. What's that? It's so funny that they added oil to the game and made it the top tier thing because humanity has yet to go beyond it. Man, I wish this was like a pistol. I mean, or they had a laser rifle because I'm more expecting the rifles. I hate that they have these automated defense systems. They make me scared. I'm worried. I'm worried about what they're going to be having us do. Although, when it comes to farming exotics, this will make my life a lot easier. Oh. Yeah, I want that. And a chainsaw. I can't wait to get the hover frame. That's gonna be so cool. I'm so excited for all these things. Okay. You're making titanium, which is good. That's what I need. Yeah. Thank you, Goblin, so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God, this is what I was doing last night. All I've been doing was going between my machines and I'm crafting stuff. God, my stores are so full of trash that I can't even generate anything. Let me move some posits. Let me get that out of the way, that out of the way, that out of the way. Sort. Let me clear queue. Try that again. There we go. Okay, we need more organic resin anyway. Which is, oh my god, the game is struggling while it's processing so much stuff. Oh wait, that's right. Only minutes have passed by. Ooh, I need to move my mic. Just there we go. Now I can see my whole screen. I couldn't see my whole screen. There we go. Here. You need... No, you don't. You need the medicine. So this is why, if you guys ever see me on, like, Dino Stream, why I'm just sitting in a corner organizing things, is because that's mainly what I do in these games. I'm not interesting. I'm thinking all the time. I like to think and organize. I'm a homemaker. Oh, I was gonna make a saddle, that's right. Hold on, let me put these here, because that's what I needed. I need more leather too, but whatever. ADHD at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. The hills have vines. There we go. Need wood anyway, apparently. Oh, really? We have a chemistry bench. That would help make medicine, but... Ooh, God. Now that we have all that. Okay, first things first. Let's make more of these. Wait. I don't like the song. I don't like the song. This song could stay. I need more carbon. Paste. That'll be nice to have in the future. Power banks are going to be really important. Water borer. Biofuel water pump is not what we need. Charging station will be important later. We need, in general, way more power. First and foremost. So, first off, let's go ahead and create this. Go ahead and just, like, commit. Because we're going to need the energy. Yeah. Thank you for cheering 20 biddies. Nom 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 nom. Thank you. Very nice of you. I appreciate it. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to get up top. Can I do this? It'd be really funny. Oh my god, I can get to my roof this way. I love it. Okay. I'll take it. Now, you... Congratulations. You're my newest employee. Oh, that's cool. I actually really like that. Luckily, you don't need a lot of power. I mean, hopefully I won't need a lot of power, but... Okay, let me... There's my bag. My electrical tool... Oh yeah, that's right, I'm so smart. Luckily, there's already a power-up right there. Heck yeah. So cool. Life just got so much better. No more worrying about power. Like, these guys are providing a lot of power by themselves, and I'm going to keep them up anyway, just because it's really nice to have them. And they do give me materials for, like, biofuel, which will be important. Oh, yeah, that does remind me. I do need to go to that one lady and put all this stuff in there to make biofuel. I will most likely be using biofuel for other places. There we go. Can I... Hold on. Where do I make... Huh. Is the herbalism bench the only... Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Do... Icarus. Is there... Wait, what do I have down here then? If not a kitchen bench, what are you? A butchery bench? What? About to say, what do you mean? Okay. There we go. Oh, let's get... I want more copper. I'm gonna do 10 of these. We need a lot more. In general. No. I don't mind the song. I'm glad it's fun that I can wash my hands, and it helps me craft faster. Alright. I have a lot of water and stuff in here. Okay. Put all this stuff in here. I will find a use for all the sponges. Can't believe I need a freaking kitchen block. What about this? What about this then? Oh God. I have to move all this, won't I? Yeah, okay. What do I need for a kitchen block? Iron and copper. All right. Kitchen bench. One day I'll have enough for this, but not today. Okay, where did that go? There you are. It's like, what happened to you? Where are you? Where are you? I'm gonna go ahead and leave these there. You never know when you need copper, apparently. I don't. I'm just existing. Um... This song is fine, but I don't really like its rhythm. No, don't like this song either. They all just sound the same. Really refining my playlist today. That one's fine, but I don't want to listen to it. There we go. Bringing some additional songs in this playlist. Really just kind of warming it up. Ooh, wait. Yeah, I need the song. So many good songs I've forgotten about. Oh my god. There we go. There's one song I'm looking for that I just can't find. Maybe I can find it here in my search. Oh, the game's still playing. Hold on. Whoops. That could have been bad. Ah. Wait, I know where I can find it. There we go. That was the song I was really wanting. God, there's a lot of songs here I actually don't like from this playlist. I really wanted to try them. Some of these songs I don't even hear. Okay, there we go. Back from a meeting. Oh, Chris, have you heard Pink Panthers' live set at the Wilder? No! I don't know who that is, though. Wait, I might know who that is. Who was that? Feel free to recommend a song if there's in the Discord, and I'll listen to them. And Fool Bench. You just went outside and the evening sun feels so good. I am excited for it to be... No! I can't... I'm excited for it to be spring, personally. I didn't mean to smack my bench. Oh, the game stutters whenever I leave. Oof. Take this all out. Move you all over here. Love this song. Okay. Don't know what you're colliding with, but we'll find out. Are you colliding? Are you colliding? No, you're not. Okay, I'm just being weird. What do you mean? What are you colliding with? Hold on. What are you colliding with? If you're colliding with the water line, we'll disconnect that. Hold on. If it's clashing with that, I'm gonna laugh. Okay, let me see. No, it wasn't. This looks a little jank, but it works. It looks a little jank, but it works. $32 out when you left for work. Ooh. Do I have yeast anywhere? I feel like I have to have yeast somewhere. There you are. And I have plenty of health potions, so we're gonna take this flour and we're gonna make something good. Wait, I don't need this. These are for you. The water is annoying from the sponges, but they're good for stamina. Meanwhile, you... Let me connect you with water. Oh no, I disconnected the water outside. Dang it. That's not good. Okay. Oof. Don't mind me just trying to hide my wires. I wish they could just connect in a chain. Wait, do you have... You are connected. How are you connected? Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna ask. There we go. Now my wires look a little bit better. My fire's gone out. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Wait, do I have no fire? Oh, God, I need wood, and I need oxide. That's right. Do I really have no wood? I don't want to use my charcoal yet. 32 cents. Nice. Destroy. Yeah. Destroy. Yeah. Okay. I really hope this game gets a lot more like recognition in the future, and I know it's very niche right now, but I really think with the way that games are going, this will be a really good one for a lot of folks. Let's go copper wire again. Let's get some more wire in here because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need so much of it. How much gold do we have? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. All my wood's over here. Let me put these up because I don't need them anymore. What in the world? Ba-da-da-da-da. Let's see, how much composites? We need more composites over here. Oop. The game's trying. The game's trying. Move some of this wood over here. I'm gonna make more silage. Oh, nice. I did make this. Let me give that to our pony. I can also take all the water from the sponges and just empty them out there. It's just tedious. Don't hold out, don't hold out, down. Where's my pony? There you are. Hey, you. Hey, pretty girl. Here, take that. That way I can like know where you are. Oh, you wandered away. Goober, come over here. Oh, sorry, pretty girl. I didn't mean to wake you up. Go back to bed. Excuse me? Where'd my horse go? Oh. You stay. My God. Oof. Ooh, did you guys hear that? My wrist crack? Oh my God. I wish someone would talk to me like that, calling you a pretty girl. Well, Chad decided to name her that. Also, wait. Hold on. Hold on. That's new. Wait. Nugget, come here. You have different skills. Do you? No? Am I crazy? Or am I looking at something else? Oh, I guess I was crazy. Oh, wait, no, there it is. Pretty girl, over here. everything in motion. I'll do it all night long. Oh. There you go. You, by the way, go to bed. Go to bed. What's great about these ponies is that they'll protect themselves too. I do not have to worry about them. Oh my god, the wood's just falling everywhere. Well, before it despawns, let's go ahead and collect it. At least not whatnot, after all. It's so weird how most of the trees here grow and then they get taken down by the storms because genetically speaking, they're not meant for this world. They're not optimized for the world. They're not meant for the Icarus's conditions, which is so interesting because you just wake up or you have storms and things are just falling everywhere. Trees do grow over time a little, but you do end up with less and less trees around your base just by the nature of the game. So whenever you see a tree fall, you're like, I gotta go take care of that, or else it just stays out there. Give me what you got. Call this song. Nifty, nifty. I know, they do half the work for me. I mean, I needed more wood anyway and oxide. It's just ADHD, executive dysfunction. So many tasks to possibly do. Which ones do I do most? But honestly, this game helps me like with my executive dysfunction because it helps me kind of like see myself and like, why am I having trouble deciding what I want to do? And then I just start doing things, and it helps a lot. All right, it's night. I just need wood. Tomorrow we'll work on getting oxide. I like the way that sounds, cause I do it for ya. I'm about to breaking down. Oh, that's my favorite song. I do it all night long. We stocked our fireplace. Nice. We'll cook these. Right? You gotta cook it. Huh? Makes bread. Add fire. Hold on. It'd be funny. Nope. I think I actually have to make a... Since when did I need a... Can I just make a fire? I just need rocks. That song's okay, but only so many times. Okay, I need a rock. I need a rock. Give me a rock. Give me a boulder. Give me a stone to throw and a target to hit. Here we go. If I need a specific... Oh, wait, okay. It's not! I can't cook it. What? Kind of sad. I mean, I guess I'll put the bread dough in here. I don't know what'll happen to it when it spoils, but... Okay, it takes a while to spoil at least, so that's good. Bummer, though. I don't know why. Let me go to Icarus, bread dough. I can't. That's so weird. I'm gonna let this corn cook, and I'll just eat it. I'm so sad about my bread. I mean, I guess I can make... Can I make an electric stove? I mean, I guess I can make an electric stove if that's possible. I can. Okay, I'll make one. I'll make one, if that means I can have my bread. Where do I put it? I mean, I guess I could put it here. The things we do for bread. I know, the things we do for bread. Oh my god. I love this game. It's so in-depth. And this is why. Look at it. Look at it. Witness it. Witness the complexity. God, it needs a freaking water connection. Of course it does. My beautiful game. Okay. Am I now allowed to cook? Let's see. Oh my god, I can! Give it. Alright. 100 stamina, 10 water consumption. Oh my god. The experience is pretty nice. And the stamina boost is pretty nice. Oh my god, I can make pumpkin bread! Stop! What? I can make pumpkin bread, and that's even better. There was nothing about making pumpkin bread. Excuse me, game? You were just gonna hide this from me? It's night, I'm going to get pumpkins. I got so much bread. Where's the pumpkin patch? You're so cute right now. Me? Why? Also, I love pumpkin bread. I used to make my own. That was the way I liked Halloween, is that I would go and buy a pumpkin, and then I would take all the guts out and I'd make pumpkin bread with it. And pumpkin soup, which is also really good. There we go. Here's all my pumpkin. I think I'll actually have enough to make a lot of pumpkin bread. Or at least most of it in the pumpkin bread. I guess all of it shouldn't be pumpkin bread. Actually, I think I actually have enough. Let's see. We'll get more of this, just because I do need more. I don't like the song either. All these songs from the modern day kind of sound the same, and I know that's kind of part of the process, but it's just not good. There we go. There we go. Really does all sound the same. It does. And I need a little bit more variety. And I mean, the problem with, I hate that a lot of people crap on modern day music without reason. Because there's a reason why I'm like, go like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, that sounds the same. It's because I feel like as a society, we're constantly trying to refine how we are communicating and what we're all experiencing at once, and we're all trying to connect, right? So a lot of music is going to sound the same as we're trying to connect those feelings. That's why only some of the greats really make it through, and why there's a lot of people go like, well, these people did sound like the Beatles, but they weren't the Beatles. It's just like content creation. I mean, there's probably like a million other people streaming Icarus right now. But the beauty is in attempting to try to be different than everyone else. Anyway, bread. Yes, maximize my pumpkin bread. So much pumpkin bread. The butchery block, I kind of really wish I could put here. But that would look really silly. I mean, that could work. Okay, I can do this. It's gonna bother me if I don't do it. We'll wait for the bread to be done baking. With the scarlet letter. Just like someone used to make. Manskin Radio has been hitting for me. Manskin? I've never heard of that before. Alright, we'll take all the bread. Bread holds forever, too. 3 hours? 32 hours, and then you hold for 3 hours? 32. Oh my god, amazing. Can't wait to make more pumpkin bread. Revolutionizing the bread industry. Okay. Put that there. Love this song. Getaway dreamer. Thinking that we could last forever. Running in the nights of you. Italian band. Ooh, gotta check them out. Trying to line this up perfectly so that it's actually like parallel. To be your place to land in the shadow, unto the palm of your hand. There we go. Wait, that's not what I wanted. Frick. I want the stove next to them. Oh, well, you know what? That works. Whoops. In the night with you. Running through the night. There we go. Now my kitchen's really coming together. It's gonna bother me if it's not like correct. Get away again to the end, wherever we do, rolling in the night with you. I'm running through the night. Okay. Okay. Nope. Okay. Do you do you okay. Oh, wait, you're just need to be toggled on. My bad. Wait, no, you really aren't connected. Okay. Let's try that again. How are you connected? What if I do this? That's weird. Huh. Oh. Okay. Some of the binding is giving me a little bit of trouble, but... Ah, wait, hold on. I know what the problem is. Yeah, the electrical was getting in the way. Okay. Then... take you over here. And then, okay, look at that. We are finally getting our kitchen set up. And this is good too, because this will also give me like an outside connection for power, maybe? We'll see. Perfect. Anyway. Look at that. Beautiful. This is actually the most developed house I've ever made in the game. I've always been a little intimidated by a power and water system in games. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm pretty decent at homemaking, I guess. Let's see how Pretty Girl and Nugget are doing. Doing all right, buddy? There you go. You're eating food. How you doing, Pretty Girl? We got points. There you go. You started over that way at least. Excuse, thank you. I worked very hard on it. Okay, I need to put my medicine bench stuff back up, which is over here. You were there, waiting on a calendar page. Put that there, because that's good. Now that really looks like a good kitchen altogether. Oh, there's a little mortar and pestle over here too. Can I use that? Oh, I can make milk from soybeans? What? Ooh. Wait, salt? Let me get salt. Where's salt? Time today. I don't really care as long as you were there, waiting on the calendar page. Leave it all, just a sundress dream. Make you make a good memory. Sundress dream. Good memory. Oh, you can make honey tea. That's cool. Oh, I can make hot cocoa. Let's get this. What else? What other teas? Hold on. These are really cool. Gorse? What's gorse tea? Oh, gorse tea is good for water consumption. That's good. Ooh, that's really good, actually. Okay, put the tea there. And then we'll put the herbs here, like this, and honey here, and salt. Put the majority of the salt here. And then we'll put some salt over here with the medicine, because I know that's needed. And charcoal, that stuff here too. Oh, we have some oxide. I do need oxide. Oh, that's right. I don't want. Oh, we stayed up all night. Whoops, that's not good. It's actually important to let your character sleep. Okay. Whoop. I might have to restart the game just to make sure things are working. Because I'm sorry to lose control. Ooh, coffee. We'll take that out. We'll take this out too. Goodness. Put this in here. Okay. Let's see. We have rocks. Let's get that out. I'm gonna put the iron somewhere else. I can actually. Dang, they really put effort to what you could. They did. They listened to. They listened to community a lot. Actually, the community makes a lot of really big requests for different aspects of the game, and the devs will add it to their roadmaps and follow through on creating the actual requested assets. Even though like a lot of people don't come back, but a lot of people are coming back. It seems like me, I'm coming back, and I love this game, and I love everything that they're adding. And I actually have not been able to fully like invest into like the deeper parts of the story of the game because I've been so busy trying to unlock all the other aspects of the game because I've been playing the game almost as intended, not blazing through all the missions, but like as a prospector trying to set a life up on the planet. I've been making a little home. That's been my first mission. I don't know how long does it show how long I've been on this planet? That'd be really cool actually if it shows just how long. Maybe I can return to character select. Let me see. That'll give the world a chance to like reload anyway and save things. So that'll be really helpful. Oh, I don't concede. Actually, I'm gonna take this moment to get myself some more coffee. I'll be right back. I'm glad it's giving you cuteness aggression. Oh, my PNG model froze. Uh-oh. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about that. Let me fix my PNG. But welcome. Sorry, I was getting some more coffee. I wanted to keep on playing and hanging out. I actually, I'm glad that you are enjoying me streaming this game. I don't feel like a lot of people like watching this game. It's very slow paced, in a lot of ways. But I mean, so is Stardew Valley in Minecraft. So, I mean, I'm here to play like fun music, while you guys listen. Also, it's nice too that I could put stuff in my oven and I don't have to worry about it burning. Also, I wonder, what if I could make like vats of tea? That'd be hilarious. I love that my bread just stays forever too. Okay, where? Okay, we need oxide. That is gonna be, okay, locking in. We need oxide and we need silica. Iron can go here. Okay. Now, where are my tools? Here we go. Let's see. There's my pickaxes, all 200 of them. Now, silica and oxide. Where's my pony? Not you. You. Come on, big boy. Get up. We're going silica and oxide hunting. Actually, you don't have anything in your pockets, right? Okay, you don't. You're good to go. God, I love my little ranch house. This is the most I've ever built in the game, too. And I've been building this place up for, like, months now. I actually intended originally to play with a friend. And life, again, got really busy. So, and I don't, yeah, they're not even, like, streaming anymore. But, I was building this for a while. Let's see. I think I saw an oxide over here. But I did learn that other friends of mine really love the game. So, I might invite them to join me sometime, because that'd be really fun. I'd really like that, actually. Right now, I'm just running around the world looking for oxide and silica around my base. Alright, you? I want you to follow me while I'm looking for stuff, because it'll be a lot easier than riding around on you, buddy boy. God, it's insane how much material I need for base material stuff. They are working on better ways of helping with crafting, but they're trying to do their best to keep the crafting as organic as possible, so they're not doing like auto combination of stuff and you gotta really put things together, and they try to make everything have a story reason why it functions like it does on Icarus. Because they don't just want to magic it with science. Because of science magic. Because that ruins the point of a good sci-fi game. Mass Effect, I love Mass Effect. I say this with all the love to Mass Effect players. There are aspects of Mass Effect that are too magic for sci-fi. And I say that with all the love of my heart. Loving that game. And I still need to finish it, actually. The third game. Yeah, and no, this is a really fun time. You're constantly, like, thinking about where you're going to get resources from. It's, like, it's true survival. In a way that it's not like Minecraft where you can automate things. There's no redstone system outside of literal electricity, water, and now they just added a whole gas system. Which is insane within itself. Oh my god, more corn. Let's go. More corn. Corn is good. I think corn can be made into flour. Wait. Let me check something actually about that. Flour, Icarus. Oh, this was... Wait, no, this is what I can do. I forgot I can now do this in Icarus. I can now open my field guide and see what I can make with it. Yes, flour. I can make flour with it. Let's go. Wait, what? Oh. Oh. Did I buy this? Okay. Wheat is good. I mean, the corn, I love it. Okay, I don't need to collect all this corn, but I do want to get some corn for the ponies. God, corn and oil. This game. So American. Okay. You. Let me feed you, pony, because I know you're hungry. There you go, buddy. Let me put some of those rocks in my bag, because that helps me a lot. Alright, pony. You still following? You are. Let's go. Light a wall. I love this song so much. Ooh, more pumpkin. Pumpkin. Ba 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 ba. Decision, decision, decision. Decide, Kris. Let's get more pumpkin. We can make more pumpkin bread. Excuse me? Why am I loaded down? Weird. That was strange. So right now, I think there's a glitch with the pouches. The pouches currently take away all the weight of whatever you're carrying, so I might be abusing that a little bit to help me collect resources, which is fine. I'm using space magic a little bit. I've reported it, kind of. The streaming count is reporting a bug. Should. If the devs care, they'll watch streamers that play their games. I'm sorry, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I do actually actively report things as I see them to game devs. Much to their chagrin, I think. But I mean, this is an open world map, and this is the beginner map. And that's the funny thing. I've spent over 600 hours in this game. I've only really explored this much of this gigantic map, and I've been showing you guys just this one area that we've been in. This one area that I've been in. As opposed to the rest of rest of the map that we've not even been to. And the reason why there's gaps is because before Icarus was mainly an open world game, it was a mission-based game, utilizing the same map for different missions. So all these are from my time exploring and trying to get to different avenues of the map itself through story, which has been horrifying and fascinating in many ways. So there's like a whole path here that I've not even explored. Don't even know what the map looks like. Just because I've not been able to unlock that area yet. I have to complete specific missions. But that's why I've been spending so much time off stream building up my house and stuff. Because that stuff requires endgame level equipment. Well, Some of the more introductory missions over there don't, but it's boring. It's honestly, when I first started streaming this game, it was boring for people to come in and say like, oh, there you are again, beating up the same rocks and trees as you're starting another mission. And honestly, that's what drove me away from the game too, is because it's what drives me away from Minecraft, is that I get tired of recollecting the same base materials over and over and building the same bases. And it's just like, I need something that will stay. I need something that I can invest into over a long period of time, mission-wise. That I can go, like, I built this, and I can go back to it later. Where's my horse? Are you having trouble? And I can go and, go like, yeah, I built this bench. I know I can go there for this mission as it unlocks. And a lot of people who've been mainly playing this game are able to enjoy that now, which is really nice. Getting a lot of oxide. I need more silica, though. There we go. Let's see. Okay, Pony's still following me. There's salt over there. It'd be nice to have, but again, I need silica. Okay, winds aren't so bad. Oh, yeah, we definitely need some more yeast. Did I start collecting pumpkins? I have collected pumpkins. No silica. Pony, are you having trouble? I remember when I met you yesterday, Pony. You were also this slow. You must hate riding with me. I make you run everywhere. Okay, let's collect some more yeast. Apparently you can make beer as well, which is really good. Pony. Come here. Riding from the horse at least gives me like a better vantage point for looking for silica too. Oh, silica. It's not a lot of silica. I'm running out of room. God, I remember when I met this band in person. They were so cool. It's like this cute, like, there's a lot of couples in the music scene when hipsters were a thing. Gosh, am I gonna go back empty-handed because of the storm? I cannot find any silica. For medium graphics, the game looks really good too. And it's running so stable. I did come out here mainly for oxide, but I wanted something more besides oxide. Dude, the resources do not respawn, which is another reason why I'm having difficulty, because I've already mined a lot of silica already. And I've been slowly going out of a bigger circle around my home. Oh, the game's lagging a little bit because I'm destroying so much stuff and the wind. But please believe me when I say the game is already like leaps and bounds way more optimized than it was like a year ago. We're still here. Perfect. Undone. Alright. I'm gonna start taking damage. So we might as well head home. Come on, Pone. I don't know if I can get away with it. Let me see. Nope, it didn't work. I busted through it. Oh no, poor bunny! Oh my god! Oh my god, the trees are falling over. Holy crap, where'd the bunny go? Oh, sweet Jesus. I don't know where the bunny went. Oh, I feel so bad for that bunny. I just watched a bunny die. I feel bad. The only reason why that bunny died was because I was here. Okay, oh god. Leave my horse alone. Okay, we're getting out of here. Come on. Come on, we gotta go. Alright, where am I going? There's my house. My house is over there. Let's go. So the resources they don't normally respawn. However, they recently added for open worlds a meteor event. A meteor shower will occur, like, I think every 30 in-game days or so. And that more or less restores the ore on the planet. You can also restore ore with using thumpers, which are in-game machines. But that also triggers an event that causes the animals to attack you, because a lot of the animals on Icarus hold trauma and anger towards humanity for bringing them here. So they do not like humans. And I'm currently suffering from exposure, and if I didn't have armor on, I'd be boned. But I do have armor on, so I'm good. But we're gonna get inside, so I can stop being exposed. Even though the storm's over. I'm so good at this game. Wow, it takes 10 corn stalks, though? That's kind of sad. I thought I was being clever. How much more glass do I need? It's 1-to-1, so we kind of probably want to go ahead and just do 100 of these bad boys. I need so much more concrete, but glass is going to be really important. Put all the rocks on here, too. Oh my god, what are you doing in here? Come on. Nugget? Bad. Nugget? I forgot to send you to stay. Nugget, you're not small anymore. You cannot be in the house. Wait. Anything. You can eat anything. Good job, buddy. Congratulations. You are a full-grown pony. How are you doing, pretty girl? Okay, I didn't mean to wake you up. Wait. Wait, is that not connected? It's not connected to water. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Oh no, it's probably not gonna work. Oh wait, it did. Let's go. My pumpkin's gonna go bad. It'll be fine. Can't make a lot of it, but... Oh, it takes 2. Oh wait, no. It's interesting that I have to like select what to cook now. It doesn't do it automatically. Okay, put that in there. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate you being here. Alright, now I needed a lot of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this in here. My game's lagging a little bit, which is fine. We've been going for about 3 hours, which is perfect. Uh-oh. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Let me... Okay, so let's sort this. Okay, gonna put this in here. Let's put this here. Oh, and we can make more silage. The seed animal feed is really good, but silage is just a good standard to have. Which I feel bad feeding my animals that, but like I don't need all of them to have like really good food. I just need them to survive sometimes. All right, now I need to go and get some more wood because I don't need the horses for that. I can actually go around. I feel like I should go back to all the trees that fell over there and go get the wood from there. I feel so bad. Oh, do you not have everything? Oh, good job, pretty girl. Get another one of these. Alright. Pony, come on. Let's go back to where we were, now that I'm unloaded. Actually, let me get all the ore out of my pockets before you try this. Because we do need more silica after all. Make some more glass with the rest. And then we'll put these in here, because never gonna go without again, hopefully. How much wood can a Nekomata chuck? A Nekomata could chuck wood? Way too much, actually. I know how to handle wood, like nobody's business, let's be real. I ain't afraid. Ooh, give me 1 second. Something important just happened, and I gotta make sure I'm tuned in. Ooh. Okay. So I needed wood? Did I need more wood? I have wood here. I don't want to run out of wood. We need more wood in general, so... Okay, pockets are empty. Let's get the pony. Let's go back to that area that had just a ton of trees fall on the ground. See if they're still there. Come on, Nugget. Oh, the game is starting to struggle, but that's okay. The thing is that incredibly enough, I've only dropped 563 frames for a stream. Used to, when I played this game, I would drop a ton of frames just all over the place. This game was heavy. It was a heavy game. It was not. It was really difficult to like make content. But I really love the devs. I love what they've been doing. I know they've been working hard. Oh, we get more silica. God, we need so much more silica. Oh, also, you need to follow me while we're away. I like how my horse will just sometimes appear out of thin air. Master, you've abandoned me. Please, come back. There we go. The camera couldn't keep up with the transitioning. I love this game. Okay, where was the damage? If all those trees, like, despawn, I'm gonna be a little sad. I mean, we ran pretty far, too. Okay, no, all the trees were over here. Okay, it despawned. That's another aspect of Icarus, is that when the trees do fall and you run away, they'll despawn to help like save on game load, but it's still sad. Let me get some more of the salt. Totally gonna need it. Go. I'm really excited. I should post a tweet about my horse later named Pretty Girl. I'm very proud that we are all base creatures here in this chat are like, yes, that's what we should name the horse, Pretty Girl. Okay. Also, this is a good spot for me to start deforesting. Spot. Nice. Filling up on silica. And we're gonna get some trees. We're gonna make a ton of material and then make a ton of electronics. I kind of had half the mind to, oh, actually, you know what? Let's get some more wheat, too. With all the pumpkins we have now more than ever, do I want bread. I have an idea of what I want to like make farm wise to make money, because you can make money now in this game just from farming alone, and that's our goal. Now, once I set up my base here, my next goal is to start making money and making a farm I can be very proud of. That can make me money while I'm off doing more labor-intensive missions, so that when I come back, I can just harvest and sell everything right away. Okay. Now let's get some wood, because we're starting to lose daylight, so we're not going to be able to be out here much longer anyway. Good pony! Eating. That's the only reason why we're taking Nugget out, is Nugget's fully evolved and has the ability to feed himself and take care of himself. Unlike Pretty Girl, who still has to learn how to do that. Something's crashing on my end. And hopefully now that I have more time to myself when it comes to content creation, I will also be able to be more intentional with like stuff that I'm streaming and like my shout outs and actually collaborating with friends on a much more fun level. Well, I say fun level, but I mean like on a professional level. And I thank you all, always, especially for the ones who decide to stick around, for your never-ending patience. Promise, you guys are choosing to invest into the best thing. Oh, Pony, can you take some of that? Actually, I love that my horse can actually carry stuff too. You believe in me? Thank you. I'm so excited about the things that I have in store. I just really gotta kind of start pushing forward on it. But now that I have streaming and life things under control, and another thing is I'm really locking in on a sleep schedule that's more manageable, which means I'm gonna be going to bed probably a lot earlier. starting tonight and moving forward. Because now, like, a lot of people I work with are kind of overseas, so for a minute there, I was staying up really late for one artist that I was vetting. But I decided to move with another artist that has a much more an artist whose availability is a little bit more aligned with what I'm going for in my project. And with what they're offering. Which is really nice. I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's actually a really good friend who I didn't know was as, like, interested in making the medium, or content in the medium that I've been researching. So it's just like, wait, you do this? And like, yeah, I do this. And like, wait, I want to do this. And like, you want to do this? So like, we should do this. So like, then we should totally do this. Like, why aren't we doing this? Then we should just do it. So yeah, we've been talking about that. Half a mind to sell all this wheat, but honest to God, it might be better just to make animal feed out of it too. For the horses, because it does help them a lot. Okay. Okay. You okay, Pony? It's also really nice. I used to hate being outside in this game at night because it was so scary. But now that I have this horse whose family did try to attack me in the middle of the night, and that's how he ended up with me. Isn't that right, Nugget? Uh, it's been really nice having him around. Oop, 1 second. I gotta refresh my pages. My... Okay, I gotta refresh this. My goodness. And then I'm gonna restart this as well. There we are. Okay. Oh. Sorry, buddy. How much more wood do we need? I want to go back, actually. As much as I love efficiency, it's late, and predators come out this time of night. I'm really playing with fire, being this deep in the woods, away from all of my stuff. Okay, there's my home. Look at my cozy cabin. My cozy stone house with lab in the back. Oof. I cannot wait. 10 p.m. bedtime. 10 p.m. bedtime. God, it's so much earlier, which is bad because I've been going to bed at 5 a.m. That's how much work I've been doing and how crazy my sleep schedule has gotten because I've been trying to compensate and help with other projects. With a modern fridge, right? With a modern fridge and kitchen set. And 2 boar creatures. Hey, buddy. You can water here, but I'm gonna need you to give me my stuff. And then here... Why would I waste grain on making silage? Go. Ooh, so much notification. Wait, I can make flour in here? Wait, it takes 10? How much does that take? It takes 10 as well? I don't like the song. This version of the song kind of like faded on me. Wait, why is there Discord? Excuse me? Friends? Hold on. Oh, my Discord needed to relaunch. I understand now. Meh. Meh. Um. Oh, and I need more epoxy too. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Let me get some. Let me get the concrete going a little bit. Jesus. Make all the sap we need. Give me the corn. Give me the corn. Oh, yes. Now I can make pumpkin bread. Pumpkin. Hell yeah. Oh, that's what I need to be doing with the raw meat is to make animal fat. There we go. I can fill up my wood stockpile here. All right, you're already filled. You're good. I'll cook the pumpkins with me. Okay, electric radar. That's gonna be so good once I get another. I'm gonna need like three more. What's the term? Well, battery packs. I need two more. Uh, solar power. Solar power devices. Or at least, I'm gonna need like a solar power device for each base at this point. God, I don't even know what to build next. Probably a chemistry bench at this point. No, I need the manufacturing bench. God, I'm just making as many like electronic chips as possible. This is most of the game, though. It's just hanging out, baking food, building up stuff, allocating resources, and doing really long-term plans. Because, let me get the bread started. See, so we have simple quests where we can do like go and get a down drone, but just like 20 bucks, or find a body of a prospector or team killed while on Icarus and deliver their IDs to UDA, which is usually like a fighting a bear. Which simple, it's just simple fun stuff, you know. It's not super hard. You just gotta stay in the area and fight some things. But honestly, the money for it's not as good as like doing an operation. Which, if you have your whole base like kitted out, you can run and do these like in and out real fast. Which is what I'm preparing for, is to be able to go and just do these missions and make money and unlock different building stuff. Like the sandworm pieces, like this would be helpful if I was joining friends and they had a lot of material in the desert and they needed that help. I can help them build this, or I can help them like finish missions. I can let them build that. So yeah, I also like they've uh, it's really cool that they now tell you like exactly what you're doing. Ooh. This I'll probably take this mission on when I have my industrial farm ready to go because 250 bucks on top of growing food in the first place is amazing. This is probably going to be the next mission that we do, and I might do this tomorrow actually. Uh, let's see. I'm looking at the time now. I think with how the game is going, it's starting to lag on me a bit, and we've been going for about 3 hours. We got a late start. I do want to get started earlier in the day, moving forward. Again, around noon, and then going as long as I want, as I'm polishing up how the stream runs and stuff, and then ending around this time every day. But again, just spending time with you all, hanging out, having fun. I think though for this first stream back, I think this is a good place to end it. I think this is really good. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And honestly, thanks for listening to me as I talk about so much stuff. So let me go ahead and get a raid queued up. We do have a friend that's streaming, so let me raid into him. We're going to be raiding into Eddie Torrenzis. I don't know what he's doing today, but I think he's having fun. Let me get the raid messages up. I'll be back tomorrow at noon. We'll be playing even more Icarus, which means I'm probably going to play this a little bit off stream and get some stuff readied up. And as I showed you all, we're going to be doing some missions tomorrow. And maybe if I get enough material, I can show you all how we get exotics in a fun way and show you some of the more bullet hell aspects of the game and actual predators we can go up against, which would be really cool. I'd really love to be able to show you all that. So until that time, if you already subscribed to the channel, please copy paste the first raid message. If you are following along and hanging out because subscribing is never required, please copy paste the second raid message. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'm sorry if I sound like butts. Again, I'll be getting my microphone fixed. I guess this sounds good. I'm going to be putting up soundproofing anyway, but still. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will see you tomorrow. So excited to share more with you all. And say hi to Ed for me. All right. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.